So this is our what is cooking segment on the stream, but of course the YouTube channel itself is still going to we're still gonna call it the the deck building prompt from here, because I think name wise it's just going to stick from there. Yes, what is cooking here? So yes, good that you're here. So because we only have one deck that we're gonna look for, and the prompt for this week is gonna be something that is it's gonna be something that we'll see how this goes, because we get to see the results of it possibly next week, or maybe a couple of weeks, or maybe 2 weeks time or so, and we will come back to this at a later time for sure. And you guys can come back too as well. And I asked the prompt, which is basically predict the deck build for Veissrugr that will be shown on the Vanguard live stream, because I have a feeling, right, that Veissrugr is going to set the new meta. And of course, this video will be taken out on YouTube. So for those of you that are not on the live stream itself, you can always catch a live stream every Tuesday. I stream on Twitch and I also stream on YouTube simultaneously too as well. So you can actually see this part in the live stream if you wish to, but I'll be taking this out and taking it out there. So alright, so we've got Curse of Archer, aka Ames over here, submitting one deck. We're only gonna have one to look at this week. And yeah, we'll see what his Veissrugr deck has in store for us. Now, he's got a bit of a few wacky stuff over here. Let me just go back. I'll just open up big here so you guys can see. So yeah, so this is his deck build from here. He's got some triggers that's actually from the black from the black deck in the manga side. But let's look at how this would function. So yeah, let's see. So the right deck itself is the right deck for Veissrugr. Let's go to set 7 to take a look at it. Alright, so I'll probably top for a month or two before people dropping onto next set. So most likely they'll drop next set. So but this is what I wanted to see, because I want to see what is the possibility of the deck itself will actually bring to the table. So Envoy Repsolite is the first Vanguard. Second one is Fresnel. So when it's placed by riding on Repsol, reveal Veissrugr in its card deck, such a deck or hand for up to 1 Moongate. Put it into your order zone. And then if you search your deck, shuffle the deck. If you put a card from your hand, draw a card. So this says that we only need 1 Moongate. There's only 1 Moongate. It's similar to Prison. You only need 1 Prison in the deck. So and there's also only just 1 Moongate they can allow, which means that you can't really spam multiple times. So you have to use this Moongate and also Veissrugr's ability to do so. Energy Blast 3 and rest this card. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 card with Gemajin, but it's a Myth Skitch. I can't pronounce it. It will take me some time to practice it, but I'll call it Gemajin going forward. So choose 1 card with Gemajin, its card name, and grade equal to or less than your Vanguard from among them. Call it the Vanguard Circle and shuffle your deck. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Veissrugr, its card name, instead of choosing 1 card and calling it the Vanguard Circle, choose up to 3 cards among them. Call up to 1 for Vanguard Circle among them and put the rest of the chosen cards in the order zone and shuffle your deck. Okay, so as you write up, you have to choose you have to choose 1 Gemajin, but when you go into grade 3, you can choose 3 Gemajins, and then you put them, and then you basically get to call 1 immediately, and then the rest get put into the order zone, and then you can call from the order zone. I just call Okashtira since his units look like other Vanguards being captured and turned into minions. I guess that's a good way to look at it. I guess that's one good way of looking at it. So here's the grade 2. So when this is written on by riding on Fresnel, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 2 cards with Gemajin, its card name among them. Review them. Choose up to 1 card from among the review cards. Put it into your hand, and rest put into the put the rest of the review cards into the order zone and shuffle your deck. So this allows you to be able to look at top 7. Then you choose 2 true Gemajins, and your Gemajins that you have a choice of looking at would be mainly Crowing Gemajin, Gemaju, sorry, Gemaju. So you may have up to 16 copies of this card in the deck, which fills it up. And then if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Veissrugr, its card name needs to only get its boost. So it's a 50k booster. It's a 10k booster. If you because you have multiple copies of it, so this is not only your attacker but also your booster too as well. And of course, Wolfzan's Rotsneer. Alright, so when it's placed on Vanguard Circle, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Veissrugr its card name, until the end of your turn, when this card would attack, choose one of your opponent's front row Vanguards, and it battles your opponent's Vanguard and all the chosen units, or all the units on the chosen Vanguard Circle. When this unit attacks, if your order zone has a Moon Gate, this unit gets plus 5k to the end of the turn, counter plus 1 or energy plus 3, you get to draw a card too as well. And of course, Veissrugr's ability, which is so plus 2, choose a Moon Gate for your order zone. Choose one of its original act abilities and activate it without paying the cost. So you don't need to rest the card, you don't need to energy plus 3 in order to pay for the Moon Gate, which allows you to activate it twice. When this unit attacks, counter plus 1, choose up to 2 units with Genmaju in their card names from the order zone. Call each one of them to Vanguard Circle and say column, and all your front rows, all of your front row units get plus 5k units, not Vanguards. So this allows you to actually add a lot of power. Plus Persona Right, there's a whole lot of power for those corrects and also for the Wolf 2 as well. I just realized the race also says Genmaju 2 as well. Interesting. The race also says Mystical, and this one is Moonkeeper. Wow, okay, I didn't notice that. Wow. When your unit with Genmaju in its card name is placed on the Guardian Circle, you can put a Genmaju of in its card name from drop zone to the bottom of the deck, and that unit gets plus 5k shield until the end of the battle. So this will allow you to actually be able to continue to top 7 in search, but the point of the all is going to filter. The point of all is going to filter, and that's what I believe will really set the meta for set 7 when it comes out. And also I predict to see how like these cards are going to come into play. Oh, there's one more card that I need to fetch, which is actually the Order. Alright, so the Order card is play with color plus 1, choose a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Veissrugr its card name, and it gets the skill continuous. All of your regards with Genmaju in its card name get plus 5k, and all of your regards with Genmaju in its card name placed by your card's ability this turn gets plus 5k too as well. An important card to actually have in play from there. So yeah. Should not have closed that in case we need to refer back. So all in all, there's a lot here that goes in also. But now I need to look at some of the other stuff that you have here. I believe Pantera the Slasher is the 4 copies there. So let's go ahead and search for it. So Pantera the Slasher, when this unit is placed on the Vanguard Circle, if you did not play an order this turn, discard a card from your hand, search your deck for up to 1 order card regardless, without regardless piece in their name, discard it, and then it gets the skill. This card can be played from drop zone and would be played and put into the drop zone. Put it to the bottom of the deck instead until the end of your turn. Ditching the Crow to activate the order. So you ditch. Oh, okay. So this card is basically to ditch the Crow. To actually ditch the Crow. Then you can search your deck for an order by for this order, and then you can actually put it back to the deck. Okay, can I see it? So you would search for this card, ditch it, and then after that you can play this card from the drop zone, which is color plus 1. And then it returns to the bottom of the deck, so it makes it have the recycle capabilities. Okay, that's actually very smart. Very smart also. What is compensation contract? It's the Korokoro PG for Brand. Ah, yeah, it is a PG. Sorry, it wasn't indicated here, so I did not know. So that's a PG. So Bubble Mine is in the set there, which Bubble Mine just plus soul actually gives plus soul to it. So very good generic that you put in there. Absolutely. The Moongate. Okay, so I think the biggest indicator here, right, as to how this would play out, mainly comes down to whether if they will play Pantera the Slasher. I like Pantera the Slasher because it's actually pretty smart. It's actually pretty smart to have Pantera the Slasher allow you to be able to search out for the order card, ditch it, and then after that you can put it to the bottom of the deck instead. It goes to the bottom of the deck instead, so which means that you basically just filter down and you remove you remove the order card and put it into a reliable place. So Pantera the Slasher is going to be one of those cards, right, that I will look at the Veissrugr deck and see whether if it's in play. If Pantera the Slasher is in there, so then I think this deck would be considered a correct prediction. I would consider this as a correct prediction for to see next week or the week after. So that is going to be interesting to see. PG, I mean, I do have to look at the triggers and whatnot. So because I think that it's possible for them to actually be running with no draws here because of the fact that you already got a ton of things. So just go straight for your offensive. So your 7 crits and your 4 fronts essentially. 4 fronts because you're always going to have a front row because Veissrugr is going to be the one that's attacking first. Wolfzahn won't be attacking so quickly if I remember correctly. So Wolfzahn, Wolfzahn doesn't have to attack immediately. It's like Veissrugr can go in first and give a ton of power. But of course Veissrugr also has the ability that it can actually call up to 2 cards from there. So it will have the regards instant for you to be able to get the front. So fronts make sense. One Moon Gate, of course. I think if I see Pantera stage, I would declare this deck as absolutely predicting the Veissrugr deck that we see in competitive. Pantera the Slasher will be one. We'll see the number of Ravno-Rogues first. Because Ravno-Rogues, right, you played 12 in here. But I wonder if people will play 60. I think people mostly beat 12 as well because previously also with what's her name? With Gravidia. Like even though you could play 16 of the meteor cards, you'd still only play 12. Or most people play competitive only play 12 in there. So with that being the case, right, I think this 12 might be more accurate to what will be built in there. So yeah, we'll see. Pantera the Slasher is definitely one of those things that I'm going to be looking at also when they do the deck reviews for competitive. And we'll see how this plays out. So yeah, Gravidia didn't play full amount due to breaking also. Exactly. It didn't play a full amount due to breaking also. But this could be a different case, but I can also see a similar argument being made too as well because of the breaking capabilities. Crow is possible due to its name and shield value. Agreed. You're absolutely correct to say that. So yeah. We'll see whether if people are going to be playing 16 or so, but I still think 12 is more accurate. Yeah. It will come down mainly to the order, the amount of Ravno-Rogues, as well as Pantera the Slasher. So those are the 3 things that I will look at also at the competitive decks and see what they do. It's going to be interesting for sure.